What's going on YouTube is Donnie B all day. So here's something pretty cool. I have a few throwing knives sitting waiting to go and waiting to be tossed around and reviewed. And I was thinking to myself earlier this week, oh, I really got to get to somebody's throwers and put them out there because I have a bunch just collecting dust. One of the ones that I have sitting around is this guy right here. This is the Cold Steel True Flight Thrower. True Flight Thrower, that's what it is. It's been sitting in that box for a long time. This thing, it comes with a sheath that is just nylon. This isn't one of Cold Steel's fancy sheaths. This is built a lot like their similar to their machete thieves sheaths, except I think this isn't nylon. I think it's canvas, maybe. I don't know. Let me see if I can find something. It's a Core X sheath is what it's called. Whatever that means is what it means, but I think that's what the machete sheaths are made from. But it's a thrower, it's not an EDC, so it's in a sheath just to carry, to go, and to throw. So basically what we have here is a pretty nice throwing knife. The weight is 11.2 ounces. It is a full 5mm thick. You gotta love that. Let's see, the blade length is 6 3/4. The handle is 5 1/4, and as you can see, it is paracord wrap. The steel is 1055 carbon. We are at 12 inches overall. The thing retails for like $37, but you can find this all day in the 30 range and this and that. So let's get into this thing, man. It's a pretty nice thrower. It's pretty sturdy, and as you see, it's brand new. I bought this thing and I left it sitting in that box for quite a long time. It's been sitting there waiting to be reviewed. I just kept putting other things ahead, and so today's the day. Now, underneath the cord wrap, you've got some kind of texturing out there that looks pretty good. Almost looks like ray skin, right? Like you do on a katana. But I don't think it's ray skin. I just think it's cool looking at whatever it is. But let's we have the edges one side. You do have a swedge up here. There are swells here where your balance point is, right? And I tell you all the time, you don't want to balance on a finger because it's not exact. You pick something thin, and when they come with a sheath, that's a good way to figure out where your balance is exactly. And when you're throwing knives, it's good to know where the balance point is. And as you can see, that is right there. So what we want to do is we want to throw it. But first, I want to see, we barely have any hairs left because I did that BK9 and it shaved me down. Great, now I have no hairs left because this thing is sharp. So it is, ooh man, you ever shave the top of your wrist? Holy mackerel, I feel like a caveman over here. It is shaved sharp. I'm having a hell of a time getting good spots. It's all light hair, you can see, but for a thrower, man, they really put an edge on this thing. Look at that, nice spear point. Looks beautiful. Let's not waste any time. Let's go out and throw this thing. All right, come on now. All right, so here's the dealio, guys. Just like a Reese's, there's no wrong way to throw a knife. All right, no wrong way to eat a Reese's, no wrong way to throw a knife. You're gonna see some people line up squared and throw it. You're going to see some people line up backhand and throw it. You're going to see some people line front hand and throw it. With me, when it comes to big buoys, I like to throw from the blade. So there's no real right or wrong way. It's just leaving the hand. You want to get it to a point where as soon as this thing's ready to leave, you just want to open and let it go. Don't hold and make a fist. Don't grab it too tight. I am not a professional knife thrower. I just love throwing crap. I mean, I'll throw anything. Knives, refrigerators, children. I'll throw anything. Once you find something that's comfortable for you, that's pretty much how you throw a knife. You throw a knife depending on how you like it to be thrown. So if I was going to throw it, let me hold on a second. Let me set up my marker here. All right, my marker got dusted out here. I couldn't see it. All right, so basically, the way I like to throw a lot of times is I'll put my let me step up here. I'll put my opposite foot forward, my lead hand back, and I aim with my front hand. As I come through, I twist my hips just like throwing a jab. So I'm here and I throw. All right, so that's what we're going to work on right now. Where did my line go again? You know, when you mark out 5 yards, try and keep it there. Oh, I hit exactly on the tip, and I hit right inside a knot, and it fell out. You can probably hear it. It made a good sound, but look at this. Look at all the sap. Yeah, the sap on the tip. That was straight in the tip. I've never had that happen. All right, voila, right? So you see how that's 5 yards, and you see how when I released it, I just followed through. My elbow's not out here, my elbow is here. So it's going by the ear, and when it gets to this point, I'm just letting it go. That's it. So I think what I want to do is set up and we'll try to throw from the blade. Whew, almost stepped in dog poo. All right, so what I'm going to try now is throw it from the blade. All right, a little different. I want to start with my hand in, my aim hand in, and my blade out. Oh, did you see that? The second time that I hit that stupid knot. All right, let's try that again. Ba-boom. So that's twice now. 2 times. Wow, that was really in there. 2 times in a row. Where my first throw my first one was here, throwing it from the handle, and I threw and released, right? Threw and released. Hit the knot, it bounced out. Then I decided to throw it from here, which I actually started this way, because I'm throwing it from the blade. Started it here, and just let my body rotate, threw it from there. First one hit the knot. Of course it did. Second one went straight in. So, all right, let's set up for something else. Hold on a second. There's a lot of different ways to throw a knife, right? You can throw it from the handle, from the rear. You can throw it from the handle, from the front. You can throw it from the blade, from the front, from the rear. Doesn't matter. You can throw it sidearm, which a lot of guys do. You can try and throw a no spin, which whenever I try it, I like to leave my hand open and try and bring my elbow out and release it flat hand. Not a big no spin thrower. That's just not my thing. You can go upside down. It's generally going to be a no spin throw. All kinds of stuff. You can throw it backwards if you wanted. But what really matters when it comes to throwing knives is find a throw that you're comfortable with by just practicing. Get out there and just practice, and then do it. And then eventually, it doesn't matter. You just stop and pop. I mean, it's as easy as that. One of the viewers here asked me about it. They say, you know, you always throw the blade, show the blade going in, but never how you throw it. And it's because I want to show you that it works and that it throws and that it's going to stick. And I don't want to muddy people up by thinking that my way is the right way. So I don't usually show myself throw a knife, because what that does is, if you see it work, if you see me successfully throw a knife the way I throw a knife, you're going to think, oh, well, that's how I throw a knife. And you're going to get out there and you're going to say, what the hell, I did it like for years. I was making knives stick and now I can't get it. Because maybe it's just not your way. You know what I mean? So I don't want to teach people how to throw a knife if it's not right for them. So generally, when you see me throw a knife, it's going to be just me throwing a knife off picture. because, you know, I don't want to screw you up. You guys might already have a good thing going, and you see something, and you know, I could watch a bowling video and go, oh, so I could get more if I just move 2 boards over, and then I could be getting, you know, 7s all game long. No, I don't want that. I want to be able to just maintain. Practice what's right for you. You know what I mean? If somebody else says, this is how I do it, well, that's how they do it. That doesn't mean that's how you have to do it. Let's try a backwards no spin from 4 yards. You know what's crazy? That thing bounced off the tree, came back and hit me in the foot. In the foot. That could have been a bad one. I'm wearing old school Airwalks. All right, let's try that again. Second try. So, I mean, there's just hundreds of ways. That time, it's behind me. I open-handed it, which is exactly how I told you I like to hold it. Thumb here, fingers open. I just let it go, let it fly out. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. This thing is really nice. It's a really nice thrower. I have no problems throwing this. My first 4 throws were all on the money. 2 of them hit a knot. My first maybe 5 throws were all on the money. And the first, you know, a couple hit a knot and it fell out, but it was there. It was on the tip. But let's see what else this thing can do. Let's see if it can chop and if it can do some other things. I have some wood right here. Let me just break off a piece. Hold on a second. Okay, so I can tell you right now, I can chop a little bit. All right, let's break off that piece right there. Let's see how this edge, oh my goodness. Cold steel doesn't mess around. Guys, cold steel does not mess around. So here you have a thrower that in an emergency pinch can be used as some kind of survival knife. I mean, you're walking through the woods and all you happen to have is a throwing knife. That might be all you need. Let's see if I can do this without knocking you guys down. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This is a throwing knife. I'm losing you guys here. Look at all that. Man, look at this. It is shredding this stick. I'm talking huge chunks, right? Trying to keep you in there. The wind's starting to blow. I'm knocking you all down. I mean, it doesn't get much finer than that. All right, let's try and straighten you all out again here. See what's happening to this stick. It's wearing down. It's wearing down. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, how can you look at this if you're upside down? So you can see that it is working. Look at this knife. This is a purposely made throwing knife. This is not a survival knife. But if you listen real close, you can hear the knife say, I don't care. It doesn't care. It's going to do whatever you want it to do because, well, it's made by Cold Steel and they don't care. They just don't care. They don't care that a throwing knife is made to throw. They say, well, let's make a throwing knife that can throw and maybe do a little bit of something else. And this thing does a lot of bit of something else. Holy crap. Let's see if I can get a good swing just holding it here. Look at that. Look at that. So, I'll tell you, I want to try and see if I can get a split by holding it on. It's so sharp, I got to be careful because this thing might just go straight through. All right, so let me see. I don't know how much of you guys are going to be able to see this. So let's try and adjust you here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I just dropped my stick. Oh, okay. Okay. This is difficult. This is difficult. All right. I'm pretty sure we're still in here. All I want to do is hand the baton, right? So I'm going to put the blade on the stick, give it a few shots here. And how do we make kindling? Just like that. Bam. Look at this. So, can I make kindling with my throwing knife? Because I got stuck in the woods and all I had on me was a throwing knife. Maybe I was going out to the woods to practice, and all of a sudden a storm comes in and I'm forced to stay somewhere. And all I have is my throwing knife as far as a blade is concerned. It works. It works. And being 5mm thick, I can guarantee you're not going to have any issues with that. Holy mackerel. So, Cold Steel True Flight Thrower is like a true flight throwing survival knife. This is a beast. This is a beast. This is pretty good right here. I can't believe it took me this long to actually get the review done on it. It's impressive. It's impressive. It throws well, hits the air right, it's balanced right. Man, I am really digging this. I should have started throwing this earlier because I love throwing knives. This is something I would have just been tooling around in the yard with, which is something I'm going to be doing. Not too bad for, you know, that $30 price range. Even cheaper probably on eBay. I'll tell you, man, Cold Steel does it again. Cold Steel does it again. This thing is sweet. Ooh-wee. I'm digging it. So, guys, you want to learn how to throw a knife? Don't watch the way I do it. Watch the way you do it. As soon as you get one to stick, just keep doing that over and over and over again until it becomes your throw. So, you know what I mean? Don't copy someone else thinking that, oh, this professional knife thrower said this is how I need to throw a knife. No, that's how he needs to throw a knife. You might need to throw a knife, I don't know, bounce it off your heel or something. It's up to you. It's how you're going to do it. You know, you're your own person. Be your own person. It only works, you know, one way, and that's your way. So, I'll tell you what, though. It'll work one way a lot easier with the right knife. And this right here happens to be the right knife. If you're looking for a thrower, look right here. Cold Steel, baby. Yeah! I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.